All right, join me right now on Kumite TV is Brazilian light heavyweight powerhouse Matheus Buffa. Matheus, thank you so much for the time right now. What are you doing, man? How's life treating you?
What's up, bro? It's very good to be here with you. And this is a huge opportunity to me. Be there fighting Contender series to show the world who I am.
Definitely. We're going to talk all about that. But I wanted to start with your professional career. You started fighting in 2012. Did you have any amateur fights?
I just have Muay Thai, amateur fights of Muay Thai, mixed martial arts just in professional fights. My first professional fight I remember the day, bro, was fun, was 12th of February in 2012. My first pro fight, my first MMA fight, and my first knockout. So it was a huge day for me, man. It was a huge day, And after that, I always looking for knockout because my amateur fights, I just won by points, So I never had the feeling before how good is put people to sleep, That's the point, man. That's the point. And then I started to train, bro. I remember I had 12 years old, and I was a fat kid, with problems in school. But in Brazil, in that time, was different. It's not like a bad bully, you know what I mean? Of course, I was a fat kid. And then I had to start to lose some weight, man. But I didn't know how to start. And then I discovered the YouTube. And the first day I discovered the YouTube, I watched my first MMA fight was Vanderlei Silva against Rampage Jackson, the second fight, And then my older brother was with me, and he told me, hey, he's from Curitiba, my city, Curitiba. And when I look at that guy, put him the clinch and a lot of knee on Rampage face, I think, man, I have to be like this guy. I want to be like Vanderlei. And then I never stopped training, man. I never stopped it. And I have the chance, I'm from Curitiba. All the world champions who comes from here come from Muay Thai, And this is my style too. I'm aggressive, and I always look for a knockout,
Did you start with Muay Thai, or did you just go straight with MMA?
No, brother. I started with Muay Thai.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Muay Thai, because Muay Thai here in my city is very popular, more than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, that's why. Very, yeah, shoot the box, right? That's Curitiba.
Yeah, shoot the box born here.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot the box born here. Is a tradition, man. When I was a kid, everybody wants to train there, But it was very hard to start the training with the shootbox team. And the gym I looked at had the name Thai Box. At the time they were partners. The master, the head coach from Thai Box, teaching boxing to Vanderlei, to Shogun, and I started to train Muay Thai there with Gustavo. Gustavo he's still my coach, and actually he's not my coach. He's like my father, my second father, and he was very important to me. He never let me stop. And in my city, Muay Thai is more popular than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for sure.
All right, let's talk about your last fight. You won the Future FC light heavyweight title. Tell me about that night and how it felt to earn a championship belt, because you had some chances earlier in your career to win a title. It just came up short, but this time you got the knockout in the first round.
Yeah, man. all the title fights I did before this one, I lost. And I have some superstitions. It's superstitions, that correct? I have some superstitions, and this was the last one, who won a title fight. I had some problems with blue corner, you know what I mean? Like repeat the clothes, repeat the music. And I had the superstition, so I never repeat the clothes. I never repeat the music. And the blue corner, is not my control, is out of my control. So I have to win a fight being the blue corner, and I had to win the fight, a title fight. So future here in Brazil is huge. Is the biggest one. A few years ago was Jungle Fight. Jungle Fight? Yeah, was the biggest one. And now, in my opinion, the biggest one in Latin America is Future. It's a good promotion. They pay well from Brazilian reality. Just for Brazilian reality. It was fantastic, man. In 2019, I did my first fight in Future, and I think I was robbery. The judge was crazy in that fight, but it's okay. It is what it is. And then I did my second fight in April 2019. I won by points. I have the record of knockdowns in the fight. I have 5.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight. That dude was tough, man, because you beat the hell out of him.
Yes, Marcelo Cruz is he was a former Olympic boxing team here in Brazil, and he's very tough. He's very tough. I did him 5 knockdowns. Mm-hmm. In the third round, I thought, man, this guy have a one punch. He can't hit me. And then I knew it. I was won the second, and the first and the second with a lot of difference. So I just control the distance, And the good thing, after the day before this fight, I've come back to Curitiba, and then I went to Sweden, bro. They invited me to be a partner trainer for Gustafsson and Latif.
Oh, okay.
So I stayed there for 40 days. It was a fucking huge experience.
All Stars, Jim?
All Stars, yeah. Yeah. Huge. They are amazing guys, I have a lot of friends there. Their manager, Maiji, do you know him?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He's one of my managers now. I have 2, him and Nima. Okay, but let back to the title fight. If you let me, I just speak, bro.
It's all good. It's all good.
And then when I was in Sweden, I started to realize, man, I have to do some big. I have to do some big in Brazil to have opportunity, because I was there training with 2 top 10 in my division. Actually 3, because Jimmy Manuwa was there too. So 3 top 10 in my division. So I have to do something in Brazil or stay here. I don't know. And then I thought, man, I had to fight for a title, because the title is still open in my division in Future. So I start to do some trash talk with Fabio Vasconcelos. He had a good record, and then the things worked, and was a big fight here, and I won by knockout. So perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I in the beginning of the fight, I did some wrong things. I get a lot of punches in my face, but it's okay. And then when I start to control the distance, I knew it. If I hit him, he was down, And this was what happened. It was fucking amazing, man. And then I got the contract to fight in 2020.
You got the contract.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah.
What happened with that?
So, man, the first fight I should made in July, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I signed the contract in March, I think. And all this crazy started, COVID and pandemic, world pandemic, and anybody knows if I will still survive,
Mm-hmm.
And then they posted another fight to August, and then October, and then November. I was ready. 1 week before the fight, I got COVID. Yeah, man, it was tough because I was inside my room in quarantine, watching my fight on TV. I should made a fight then, and then I was here, the fight of my life. But it is what it is, man. I believe in God plan. I'm not a religion guy, a crazy guy, but I believe in a plan. I believe in a big power. I believe in the universe, and it is what it is, man. And now I have my opportunity, and I will show the world how great I can be.
Yeah, you do have the opportunity against Amazat Murzakanov. He's undefeated Russian fighter. What do you think about him in the matchup?
So, man, in 2019, do you remember do you know Brave?
Brave CF?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In 2019, they did a huge Grand Prix without weight division. Do you remember? With
with that nice belt. They had the helicopter.
Belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. And $100,000 to the winner. I should be there. Actually, I had the contract, but in the fight for title in future, I get injury and then I couldn't fight. So I think they put Guti Innocenti in my place, and then Amazat won this Grand Prix. So we should fight before. Like I told you, it's the universe, man. It's the destiny. I have to win this guy. I have to beat him. He's undefeated, man. But if you watch him Sherdog, I don't see he's a huge fighter. Yeah, he have a lot of abilities. He have a knockout power, but I think I have a lot of arms to him. My arsenal is bigger than him, of course. He have a good first time. I think he's from karate. Mm-hmm. He's a Russian, but I don't see him doing grappling. I think it's karate. I don't know what the fight is, but he have a really, really, really good first time. And in my opinion, it's just it. I can striking, I can wrestle, I can do jiu-jitsu. I couldn't show my jiu-jitsu yet. I'm a brown belt from Cristiano Marcelo here in Brazil. So, this fight should happen and will happen, and I will beat him. He's still undefeated.
A lot of guys go to Contender Series undefeated. Now, I think you signed the contract for this fight in June, so you've been in training camp for a while. Where do you train, and who are your main coaches for your training camp?
Actually, the camp to this fight started last year, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, because I didn't stop. I just stopped the training when I got COVID.
Yeah.
So here in Brazil, I train in CM system. With Cristiano Marcelo. Do you know Cristiano Marcelo?
Of course, he was Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, he fought in Pride too. He's the guy who fought in backstage
Crazy
with
Horse.
Crazy Horse.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Guy. Yeah, he's a huge person. He's my red coach now, and I train in my stand-up fight with Rafael Teixeira here. He has in my opinion, the biggest kickboxing team here in Brazil. my coach of workout, he's a former Olympic team from karate here in Brazil too. So I have a great team. I train with Eliseu Zaleski, Eliseu Capoeira. And so I have a good background here. I have a good guys to train. I have a tough trainings, man. It's been hard to train, Yeah, I need to fight.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So you have a lot of energy to release on this fight. Yeah. How do you see this fight playing out? How do you see yourself winning the contract, the UFC contract?
How I see the fight? Man, to be honest, I will not change a lot of things that I do in the fight. I think if he don't have a lucky to knock out him in the first round, I will hurt him 3 rounds, like I do all my fights. I don't do trash talk with this guy because who I am now, I'm here to try to get my contract. I can't do this, but I'm not changing. I would do the same thing, the same thing I always do. And I think this fight is not going to the 3rd round. I think I will knock him out. Yeah, definitely.
This is a very good matchup. There's a reason why the UFC put this as the main event of the Contender series, August 31st. Matheus, thank you so much for the time, man. I'm going to enjoy this fight. And I know what you bring. I know what he brings. So it's going to be incredible. Thank you. And, good luck on the fight.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the interview. Like I told you, this is my 2nd interview in English. I hope you understand everything. And in the 2nd time, and another time, I hope it will be better.